Hi everyone, and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. Hope everybody's all right this morning. Today's Thursday, March 24th. Currently it's 48 degrees. High today 61. It got real warm yesterday. No chance of rain today. Humidity 65%. The winds must be kicking up a little bit still. 13 mile per hour. And 55 is the air quality. Today, I'll have a let's take a walk today. And also a taste test with Mike today. I did the, Michelina? I'm trying to think how it was worded. Pasta with chicken and vegetables. I think something like that. So check that out today. And, I'm still sleepy. Excuse me. I fixed chicken lo mein and egg rolls last night, and it was great. Here's what it looked like. I had the mix. It was the Asian style stir fry mix. And I added, thin spaghetti. And I used the rest of that fajita mix that we made fajitas with, because it had chicken and peppers and onions in it. No, don't do that. Don't do that. There's kitties up here. So I just went ahead and threw that in there. Don't chew on my sunglasses, honey. What, you want to get into something, aren't you? She's chewing on everything. But that was real good last night. And then I've got for today, what's for dinner? I've got some ground turkey out. When you speak about, we're talking about cleaning out the freezers. And I did. And I didn't, when I found some ground turkey in the big freezer, I didn't look at the dates on them. I just assumed they were pretty new. And one of them I got out last night. It expired 5-something of 21. And it looked, I had it wrapped up good, but that's a long time. I mean, in a couple months, that'd have been a year. So it just didn't look right. It looked darker than it normally does and stuff. So it had some ice on it, so I had to throw that away. I hate doing that. But that's why I wanted to get it under control and know what's in there and rotate out all the older stuff, and then, have everything that's fairly fresh in there. That's what we've been working on for quite a while now. And we got this freezer over here, the little chest freezer there. It was jam full, and now it's at least halfway empty. So I'm working on it real good. I want to get it down low enough to where I need to scrape some ice off of it or let it defrost or something. It's got not a ton of it. It's got about that much ice on some areas of it. And you can just scrape it off pretty easy if you're careful. But I need it to be kind of empty for that. What are you doing? Okay. So that's what's for dinner tonight. Something with ground turkey. I'm not for sure. I could make a meatloaf. I could make spaghetti. I could make chili. I could find a recipe. Might find a recipe for ground beef recipe and just use that. It always works fine. Okay. Now let's see here. Yeah, dinner was good last night. All right, time for today's tidbits. And I'm not even going to say anything about this first one, but we've talked about it. So anyway, Wisconsin deputies fall into ice while saving snowmobiler. A snowmobiler fell through the ice on Prairie Lake in Wisconsin Saturday. The Barron County Sheriff's Department rushed to the spot. When two deputies tried to get him out, the ice gave way and they went into the water. One deputy managed to keep the man afloat. The man and one of the deputies were hospitalized. The other one had minor injuries. Do comets have tails? Comets are like dirty snowballs as they are frozen dust of volatile materials. Comets have long, beautiful tails. They have tails because when they near the sun, its heat evaporates the comet. This causes it to emit dust and microparticles in the opposite direction. Some comets have two tails, the plasma tail and the dust tail. And this is interesting too. A massive sandstorm buried this strong Persian army. In 2009, a pair of Italian archaeologists solved a long-standing mystery by locating the remains of a missing Persian army. They stated that a large, violent sandstorm would have buried this army of 50,000 warriors in the Sahara Desert around 525 BC. Along with the human bones, bronze weapons and jewelry were recovered from the Egyptian desert. Wow. Teen shares scary experience of driving through tornado. A 16-year-old Riley Leon was returning from an interview when an EF2 tornado blew his truck onto its side on Highway 290 in Elgin, Texas, Monday. The twister spun the vehicle multiple times before flipping it back onto its wheels. Leon was able to drive away with just a cut on his elbow. He said that he was grateful for the second chance at life. This is interesting also. NOAA finds 207-year-old whaling ship lost after a storm. NOAA and partners have discovered the wreck of a 207-year-old whaling ship named Industry at a depth of 6,000 feet in the Gulf of Mexico on February 25, 2022. The ship was lost when a strong storm smashed it on May 26, 1836. The discovery of the 4-foot-long ship will help to better understand the American whaling industry in the early 1800s. Wow. Crew saves bedridden girl after tornado tosses her home. A bedridden girl was rescued from the rubble as a killer tornado in Robbie, Louisiana bore down on her family Tuesday. The one-story house was thrown about 30 feet from its lot and crashed in the middle of a street. Firefighters arrived quickly and carried the girl out in a blanket. The girl was taken to the hospital and operated on overnight. Scientists discover 20th form of ice on Earth. University of Nevada scientists found a new form of ice that they believe exists deep within the Earth's mantle and may also be common on distant watery planets. The discovery, named Ice V11T, was made by squeezing the water sample between diamonds using the laser heating technique. The number of solid forms of ice found on Earth so far is now 20. 12 people survived recent EF2 tornado in Oklahoma house. It's amazing. Sheer luck helped 12 people survive the recent EF2 tornado in Kingston, Oklahoma. Lamar was hosting a weekly game night at her home. I'm getting a hiccup. With 11 friends when the tornado hit her house. They were able to shelter in an area inside the house and nobody was severely injured. The rest of her home was destroyed and her belongings were found yards away. ISS astronaut duo spacewalk for 7 hours to do maintenance. 2 astronauts stepped outside the International Space Station to do some maintenance work Wednesday. NASA astronaut Raja Carey and European Space Agency astronaut Matthias Maurer began the spacewalk before 9 a.m. Eastern. Both completed their to-do list in nearly 7 hours outside the station. It was Cherry's second spacewalk in about a week. NWS confirms at least 38 tornadoes in the south. NWS confirmed that at least 38 tornadoes impacted Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. The team will continue to survey storm damage and assign ratings. The tornado terror began Monday in Texas with at least 1 person killed and more than 26 injured. Survey crews found damage consistent with an EF3 tornado in New Orleans. And that's it for today's Tidbits, everybody. And that's going to be it for this morning's coffee break. I sure hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also, subscribe if you haven't already. Share this out and hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. I hope everybody has a great day. I'll see you later on with a walk. Took a walk and also taste test with Mike, a Michelina meal from Dollar Tree. Bye, everyone. Have a great day, and God bless.